What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Eagles going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
And if you didn't know what school Carson Wentz came from, if you didn't know he had played at a 1AA or FCS level, and you looked at his measurables, you would say, now that's what a quarterback's supposed to look like. 6'5", nearly 240 pounds, with the ability to run the football as well. He has the goods.
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And now the defense for Dallas.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues.
Encroachment, defense. Still 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the man out of Mississippi State. It's Dak Prescott.
The size, the build, his ability to run the football, the potential to be a starting quarterback in the NFL is there. You'll have to build on that and continue to see him progress.
They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. Oh, he bowls over him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And in the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
To throw, it's Wentz. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right at the 35. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll check on his status when we get back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he puts it through. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Finding time. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 15. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So good for the Buckeyes last year, and he's taken that from the college game, showing some glimpses of it here in the NFL.
How about his last season with Ohio State? Over 1,800 yards, only one game where he didn't get over 100. Remember, he demanded the ball from then on out. I think they listened to him, and they were smart to do so.
And now they're giving it to him here on the next level.
Let's go!
Again, it's Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
After review of the play, the movement on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school,
touchdown, Cowboys! James Hanna, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Wentz now on first down. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. Again, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a 1st down following that long game. Wentz to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Here's Prescott, and Beasley with it over the middle. It goes as a gain of 8, it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna. And now it's third down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his second touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first is Wentz. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Cowboys line up at the 41. Beasley's got the catch in traffic, and a quick 3-play drive ends with the score. That takes the lead up to 7. Cowboys take it early in the second. Prescott's under pressure, will throw the pick.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green-Beckham, 77 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fielded about a yard deep. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. The Wildcat, McFadden. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
Fresh set of downs here.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running. If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go to Elliott again. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll cut it to the left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This complete left side to Aguilar. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a play fake. Wentz finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Shotgun now for Wentz. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, here's Wentz. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green-Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Drops it underneath. Elliott. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the left side, he finds Beasley. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing here, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Let's go. Now Prescott. He's got time. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And a pause in the action because the...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
That'll go as a loss of 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. To throw is Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.